Hello, how do you face the family that you once left to find fortune and chase your dream and ask them to take you back in because your world has evaporated? How do you prepare for a sudden change in life? How do you recover when life hits you on your blind side? What do you say to your family when you face the reality that you may no longer be able to fulfill their expectation for provision, support, and security? Where do you go when the ones you go to for help are also in need of help? What do you do when a lifelong dream and investment is suddenly taken from you through no fault of your own? All these questions are actual situations that I've encountered in counseling and dealing with different individuals who fell in difficult times. The truth is that each one of us will face some type of crisis at a point in life. We all encounter situations over which we have no personal control. Many of us perhaps are still dealing with broken marriage, stillbirth of a child, or unexpected death of a spouse, a child, a loved one, or maybe you lost your business, you lost your job, or a very close member of your family. Whatever your situation, these are all categorized as crises. It is very important to understand as a human being that living on earth requires that we must expect the unexpected and prepare for the unforeseen. It is the nature of life. Regrettably, many of us do not possess the mental, the emotional, psychological, and spiritual tools to successfully and effectively weather these seasons of turmoil. If this is your state, then this message is for you or your loved one who needs to know that there is life after crisis. In the book of Matthew chapter 7, verse 24 to 27, Jesus said that anyone who hears his words and put them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on an immovable rock. The rains came down, the streams rose, the winds blew and beat against the house, yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. In contrast, he says, anyone who does not put his words into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on the sand dune. The rain came down, the stream rose, the winds blew and beat against the house, and it fell with a great crash. Notice, the violence of the wind hit both houses. The house that was built on the rock was hit just as hard as the one that was built on the sand. Crisis, challenges, problems affect everybody. Crisis is an experience, an event, or a circumstance that affects you or your environment over which you have no direct control or responsibility. Crisis began in the Garden of Eden when Adam and Eve disobeyed God. The whole program of God fell apart. Notice, God did not panic because there is no crisis in the kingdom of God. God knows the end from the beginning and even the middle of everything. And that's why he is called the Alpha and the Omega. And so whatever happens, God is always aware. And so whatever experience you are having in your life, whether in your family or your marriage, I'm here to tell you that the good news is that to everything there is only a season, and to every purpose there is only a time. And so crisis has a shelf life. It cannot last. And so the key to overcoming a crisis, first of all, is to understand that it is temporary. The condition you are going through right now, don't panic. If you commit suicide physically, it is usually because you are trying to give a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Don't commit suicide. Isn't worth killing yourself over something that will change. Maybe you've lost everything, hope is gone, your house has been repossessed. Hey, that is just temporary. Don't do anything wrong, anything bad, because it will change. You know, one thing that I like about God, that every situation, every crisis that He brings you through, you always come out with a promotion. You know, when Daniel came out of the lion's den, he was promoted. When Esther came out of the king's presence, she became the queen. When Joseph came out of the prison, he became the prime minister. I wonder what he got in store for you. Crisis is God's incubator for character development and promotion. And so the key to overcoming crisis in life is to outlast them, because it cannot last. I'm Nick Ndira. Shalom, peace, and life to you. Till next time.